Hey everyone, welcome back to more Warhammer 40,000 Gladius, Relics of War. I'm DisturbingPuppet. So we're starting a Chaos Space Marine campaign, because I really like the Chaos Space Marines. I really enjoyed them when I played through them last time, so I'm going to do it again. Hoping I can finish the campaign quick enough that I can actually get it done and uploaded before I leave for the summer, because I'm actually usually away from home for work and can't really record stuff. So I'm hoping I'll finish this before I leave and get it uploaded. So we'll find out what happens. Keep an eye out. Anyway, Chaos Space Marines. This is a thing where we're not going to do the story. We're not worried about the quest. This is just kill the other factions. That's it. The quests do pop up and stuff, and I'm basically going to ignore them, but we'll see what happens. Because typically they just cause you to have a bunch of enemy spawn you have to deal with, which is just kind of a hassle. Anyway, we're going with the Chaos Space Marines, so death to the False Emperor, of course. Chaos Cultists, cheap fodder infantry that can found cities and increase city growth. Kind of our starting thing. Unit Unholy Rites. Sacrifice city population to a dark god to grant the city a significant temporary economic boost based on the god. So it's part of what I like about this faction. There's a lot of neat stuff like this. Boons of Chaos. When a champion of Chaos kills an enemy, there's a chance they gain a permanent boon. Instead of gaining a boon, there's a chance they become Chaos Spawn. Instead of getting a boon, there's a chance they also become a Mighty Demon Prince. So all kind of cool stuff. And then there's Marks of Chaos, so branded individual units with a mark from one of the Dark Gods to increase their powers. It will not die. Demon engines that regenerate hit points each turn and even consume the souls of the enemies. And Veterans of the Long War. Veteran units with reduced morale loss that gain a bonus to melee accuracy against loyal Space Marine units. So to kind of mix things up, I am playing against the Tau. Tau did very badly in my last campaign, playing as the Dark Eldar. They were wiped out before I even found them, probably by the Chaos Space Marines. We've also got regular Space Marines, and because I thought it would be kind of fun, since I really enjoyed playing as the Craft World Eldari recently, I'm going to let the AI control the Craft World Eldari too. No advantages or disadvantages. We're playing just kind of standard Fallen Brother. Let's start. Same settings as I usually do.
10,000 years we have fought. At Luna, at Terra, at Cadia. Beside the false Emperor. Beside the War Master. Beside the Despoiler. 10,000 years, we have been faithful to the Dark Gods, sacrificing our souls, bodies, and machines to them. Yet, the Imperium stands. Now, Cadia has fallen. The Dark Gods have guided us to this Imperial Hive world. Gladius, whatever is here, we will prove ourselves worthy of it and take it in their name. Glory to the Dark Gods! Death to the false Emperor!
Well, he sounded pretty grumpy. Alright, well, we've got food here right off the bat. So that's not terrible. We've got Chaos Space Marines and 2 units of cultists. So our cultists can found a city for us. Seems like we're kind of in the lower left-hand corner. City. What are our options? It's kind of suggesting this. 3 spots, food, energy. It's not bad. There's some ore. Mainly just food and energy, though. Nothing too crazy. Some ore nearby, so it's not bad. For sure. We can expand out into the ore. Alright, fine. Let's make our first city here. It is Ashes of the Imperium. Alright. So we've got a spot here in the center. So the center tile, food or power? What do we get for our Cult of Chaos? Production and loyalty. That's all it's got. So it gives us a bit of loyalty. So we did pick up the Garox Pasture as well, so that's more food. If I wanted, we've got ore there. Food early on is helpful for us. Initially, we only have these close tiles. We want to save this for the ore for sure. That can be our power. We don't really need power early on, but power can be quite helpful later on in the game. I'm just debating about whether I want to put food production on this center tile or not, is what I'm kind of looking at. There's a 10%. I don't really have other food close early on other than here, but I think we want to save this for ore early on, possibly power. I'm going to do the weird thing, and I'm going to put food production on that center tile. Something over there. So we do have Chaos Space Marines. So our Chaos Space Marines have bolt guns, armor penetration 1, not great. Damage is okay. Double attacks at half range, so we want to get close. Champions, we have malicious volleys. If we remain stationary, they rapid fire weapons with increased attack at all ranges. So if we don't move and shoot first, then we do double attacks, which is quite nice. Let's sneak around a little bit and see what we've got. Lots of wireweed, that's what we've got. Okay. We could found a second city quickly, but I don't know that I really want to do that. I'm going to check out the corner here, and we'll kind of go from there. Alright, research. So what do we want? Building that produces infantry as well as generates food and research. So maybe the other one only produces cultists for us. Bloated grants champions of chaos the chance to restore their hit points when killing an enemy. That's pretty cool. Chaos spawn. Sacrifice population to Zinch to increase production output of warp forges and research output. Building it produces heroes, and we've got vehicles. So early on, I don't have ore, really, so we probably want to go with the Gene Lab first. I think that is our plan. Give me lots and lots of Chaos Space Marines. And as we're playing Chaos Space Marines, for me, the appeal is playing as Chaos Space Marines. So Space Marine units. I'm not really that interested in demons, but if we get demon princes accidentally, like, that's fine. But I'm not really interested in, like, the demon war engines and that kind of stuff. Like, I'm here, like, I think I do have some of the DLC. I think we even have, like, Chaos Land Raiders and stuff. Like, that's totally fine. But, like, the weird demon engines and stuff, I'm like, meh, whatever. That's a personal preference. That's the way I'm going to play. We are Angry Red. We're in the corner. We've had some really weird maps in the past where we've had lots of water cutting off big sections. We've got water here. I'm kind of curious how big that is. Chapter 1, like I said, we're not going to do the quest, but if something pops up, I will kind of read through it. Corpses for the Corpse God. In your 10,000 years of war, you don't remember a worse sojourn in the warp. Following Abaddon's 13th Black Crusade in the days after the fall of Cadia, your cruiser jumped into the warp and became stuck there like a wasp in amber. Time became unreliable. Your crew and the ship itself became infested with the stuff of the warp, possessed or mutated, until only a handful of your troops remained intact. When the cruiser finally burst from the warp above the Imperial world of Gladius Prime, it was a demon ship, and your surviving troops fled to the planet below. After so many millennia, though, you know that there is purpose to this. You've been tested and survived. You know that the Dark Gods had reason to send your warband to Gladius Prime and that you must discover it or face their wrath. To a weaker eye, the planet would look devastated, with its imperial populace demoralized. To you, it looks ripe for corruption. You start immediately. Construct a Cult of Chaos, produce Cult of Chaos, research the Bloated, we get some Chaos spawn. We shall see. Alright. You guys, let's scout with you. Hey look, we found other Chaos Cultists. Chaos Cultists, meet Chaos Cultists. Can't shoot them from here, so we are going to move up. Ooh, we found a webway gate, and since there are Eldar around, we probably do want to take those out any chance we get, but for now, you're not the right kind of Chaos Cultist, so you can die. Oh, there's even more. Might want to get some grenades or something, would help us out here a bit. Actually killed one of us. Killed a Marine. That's not okay. Wipe them out. Yeah, again, so if we don't move, we get double attacks, which is quite nice. We're just working on our tech. We're working on building that, so nothing crazy. They killed another one. That is just not acceptable. You are not allowed to die Yes, I say you're allowed to die. Definitely winning the war of attrition here. It is a war of attrition. Ah, it didn't get us that time. I do want to kill stuff with the Marines, because that we get that chance of getting those marks of chaos and stuff. Alright, we got the Ashes of the Imperium Renderer? Is that what that was? Yeah, Renderer. Alright, we need to grab a tile. At this point, we just want a tile to build stuff on, honestly. So we've got a lot of power. We can build 3 things, and it's only 10%, so it's fine. Let's just plan on building whatever we need there. I think that's kind of the goal. Let's soften them up so that our Marines can get the kill. Excellent, excellent. Okay, I'm going to have you guys take this. What did we find? Volcanus Shroud, Witchfire Reduction, eh. But yeah, since there are Eldar on this map, we do want to take these out. What's it take to build another city? 80 or 80 influence. Okay. Abominator Gene Labs. Building and produces infantry as well as generates food and research. Not all Chaos Space Marines date from the 30th millennium. Others are recruited from civilians, brutally altered with gene seed taken from a fallen Marine. At this gene lab, fallen apothecaries operate on the strongest. I can't read today. Cultists drawn from the Gladius's ruined hives. The few who survive the Abominator's operations are implanted with progenoid glands and recruited as new Chaos Space Marines. So we can get Berserkers, Havocs, right now just regular Marines, Plague Marines, Rubric Marines, Warp Talons, Chaos Terminators, Obliterators, all the fun stuff. Research. What do we want? Bloated. Bloated is interesting. Champions of Chaos. Are you guys Champions of Chaos? Does it say anything like that? Outpost, Malicious Valley, Champions of Chaos. Yes, so you count as a Champions of Chaos unit. That's definitely interesting. I'm not going to build heroes quite yet, but I will sooner or later. Let's do Bloated, and then maybe we'll do Lord's Quarters afterwards. Something like that. I'd like you guys to heal up, but we're going to destroy this thing first. Alright, Inner City. Got our tile. We want the Gene Lab up and running. Food and research from this. Yeah, so I think the Cult of Chaos just gives us cultists and increases loyalty. So we probably want one eventually. Power is going to be a bit of an issue, but we can do something about that later. I don't think shooting counts as a kill for boons and stuff, so I'm not going to worry about it. We are getting a bit more research here, which is nice. I'm going to have you guys just start recovering. Excellent. That's just the edge of the map. Just going to look around. Okay, nothing else there. These early turns tend to go pretty quick, especially when you're all beat up. What do we got? Poxwalkers. You guys should be on our side. Bloated. So a chance to restore their hit points when killing an enemy. Though Nurgle's cursed diseases rot a man both physically and spiritually. They also imbue the subject's decaying flesh with inhuman resilience. To such bloated forms, spreading their pox can often bring with it minor blessings from the plague god. Alright, we've got the next increased population. Infantry unit that increases defense of chaos units. I don't know that I ever used these guys before. They don't sound familiar. Mark of Nurgle. I did like this one. I think when I played before, I gave this to pretty much everybody. Berserkers, melee infantry unit. Frag grenades would be nice early on. I think we go with the hero building initially. The heroes are so strong for chaos too that it's just super effective to have them doing pretty much anything. I'm going to have you just scout for me, basically, while these guys are recovering. Poxwalkers are creeping around. Would like to check this out. There's got to be more stuff around I can grab for resources. You are now back to full health. We'll stand out in the open like the absolute armored chads that we are. Okay, that was not a huge amount of damage. I was expecting more from you, honestly. It's chaos on chaos violence. Okay, the Gene Lab is done. I think we just keep scouting for the moment. Kind of in a weird spot. Alright, inner city. How much does it cost me to make a marine? It's not bad. Upkeep of 2. Power is definitely going to be an issue soon. I might want to just prioritize getting a power tile. I mean, any of these are good. Let's take this one. We'll plan on putting some power down there. For now, though, give me some Chaos Space Marines. We might want frag grenades soon, too. I thought I clicked end turn. It happened before a few times. Like, I swear I hit end turn. Nope, apparently not. Let's sneak around through the ruins. Nothing. Fine, be that way. Oh, Poxwalkers don't want to play anymore. But a fresh squad is over there. Alright, Lord's Quarters building and produces heroes as well as generates influence and increases loyalty. To call any Chaos-based Marine murderers, sadists, psychopaths, and monsters to a man, a hero is a contradiction in terms. But there are exceptional examples of them. The sorcerers, masters, and champions of chaos who head up warbands and follow the diktats and commands of the gods. Here they congregate under the watchful eyes of their lord. Be lords. The gods. Mark of Nurgle is tempting. Frag grenades is also... Let's go frag grenades. I feel like that's super useful. I mean, I'm a little dinged up, but not bad. I'm going to keep scouting. Oh. Poxwalkers. Fine. I actually have enough resources that I could, surprisingly, found another city. If I found a place with research, I might... Like, we could do that down here. We do have research bonuses. Like, it's tempting, actually, to do that. Do I want to engage? I mean, I can. Doesn't mean I want to. Just more Poxwalkers. Yeah, we'll disincentivize them from approaching with bolter fire. Okay, so now we can do that. I think we need power first. Population 3 required. We're at 4. Yeah, get me some power first. Try to build a stable economy here for once, right from the get-go. There's poxwalkers all over the place. Yeah, frag grenades definitely a good call, but I need more research. Okay, we stand tall, we shoot. You guys, we might want to just bail in this whole situation. Head back towards the city, hide in the ruins. And we can clear tiles with these guys too. Something to keep in mind. Could clear out the stupid wireweed. Because we're probably going to want to advance along this side. Great. Poxwalkers. Don't really want to lose my cultists. I'm tempted to build into the city here. Let's hang out in the city. See if they'll approach and the city can shoot them up. Just keep shooting. I should have a chance of getting some health back because of that research, right? It doesn't show anything indicated here, but just healing away. They ran right into the city. Okay. Not something I appreciate. I can't get back to help out. Yeah, I'm not getting any health, but I wonder if that doesn't apply to these guys. Yeah, I am really tempted to come down and found a city for just research down here. There's some ore, too. I'm seriously thinking about it. Don't appreciate you guys hanging out inside my city, attacking stuff. That's just not nice. Oh, good lord. A third unit of poxwalkers. Well, I've got new marines, so, I mean, that certainly helps. I think I'm going to have you come up here. Yeah, I am very tempted to make a city down here. We've got ore, we've got some power, we've got research. It is a bit pricey, but I'm going to do it. This might screw up my loyalty a lot. So we're -1 here, -4, because I'm not going to have the ability to get loyalty bonuses for a while. But, I feel like it's worth it. So we want lore, research, all that kind of stuff. That's my priority. Power's coming, or we have power? Yeah, power's online now, so we're good on power. Getting a lot more research coming in now. %, but the faster we can research stuff, the better. Let's grab that. Up here, I can't do anything except grab a tile, so that's what I will do. Yeah, grab this one with the ore on it. I'm not a fan of continuing to fight in this situation. So I think I'm going to pull back, and if they want to follow us near the cities, we can light them up with the cities. trying to sneak away to heal up. Frag grenades. The lethal storm of shrapnel from these grenades drives opponents further under the cover for a few precious moments, allowing attackers more time to close in and hopefully get the first blow in against a disoriented foe. Okay. Let's go with... my population's probably close. 4 more turns. Yeah, we'll get the captive pens. I'm going to need the population soon. And I've got frag, so we can deal with you guys a little bit easier. If I shoot you, I'm not going to kill you. Frag should take you out. Yeah. Bye-bye. Hey, there we go. Oh, it's only when we kill stuff, I guess. The bloated. We went to full health there. That's pretty awesome. So we kill something, we get the bonus. Let's go see where they went. Okay, don't know. Alright. I used a lot of resources. But yeah, give me more Marines. There is stuff up here of value and interest. I'm gonna sit tight, see if something shows up we want to shoot. Yeah, all I can do is grab a tile, clear a tile. I'm just gonna skip for now until I have more resources. Okay, let's go steal this. Found the weak poxwalkers. Will frag kill you? No, but it's close. We haven't come across this, so I think we just head up. Check things out that way. Although, we do have this nice clear path down here to advance out on something. Alright, up top. Don't have enough for hero building. I could get research. I'm gonna do that. Let's throw some research right into the center. By the city, then can't do anything. So yeah, we're just gonna prioritize knowledge ASAP. It's not a kill. It's too bad. Well, we'll do some damage. Yep, can't do anything. Just have to sit tight. And it's just sad when it's one low dude with a hammer. It's just not quite as impressive as a giant horde of them. Of all the gods, only Father Nurgle seems to care for his worshippers, and his worshippers care for the slaves who operate the city, confining them in the perfect quarters to breed disease and pestilence, whilst keeping enough of them physically and mentally robust to perform the many horrifying roles their fallen Astartes masters demand of them. Alright, what do we want? Crystalline Body. Chance to permanently increase hit points when killing an enemy. That's really good. Havocs. If we get this early on, then it helps us a lot. Warpsmith. I might need the increased loyalty. I'm going to grab Crystalline Body, because the sooner we get that, the better. Actually, let's have you come up and get the kill. And we can hit that webway gate. See, that wire weed does not look normal. Like it was moving from a distance there. Okay, we can do some stuff, but not what I need. I kind of want to get the heroes going, but we don't have that yet. We're not negative on anything. We're pretty good on food. Ore could be better. I wouldn't mind getting some ore going. We just have the 10%, but still. Let's do that. Give me ore, I think. Take this out. Okay, Archive of the Ways. Very cool name for a research facility. It's not just like lab research facility, it's Archive of the Ways. Let's peek through that. Nothing. Okay, got some influence over here. Good. Down here. I think initially I'm just gonna just grab this tile with the Ruins of All on it. Hey, we got more Marines. I heard something over here. I do want to go scouting that way, but we don't have anybody we can approach with that area in force yet. I'd like to have at least 2 units. I don't really want to isolate guys, especially early on if you can avoid it. I feel like we've got another area of water here, like weird connections. A bit concerned about... So we had poxwalkers and stuff up here, and they just disappeared. So, where did they go? Nowhere I can see. Alright. Okay. Marines are costing me, what? 20 and 20. 2 food. We've got the food for it. 7 turns. Not sure what I'm going to research next. It might be something I want more, but we can get another Marine out, I think, before we have a problem. If I want to build something different. Crystalline Body grants champions of chaos chance to permanently increase hit points when killing an enemy. Champion's flesh changes to diamond. Seemed like a good idea. Havocs are tempting. The Mark of Nurgle is tempting. I do need the Fabricator eventually. It's only 1 turn for this, so I kind of feel like I might as well just knock that out. We definitely need that sooner or later. Down here, we'll stay in the woods. We have enemy targets. And I do want to scout, but let's kind of keep our guys together here early on. Or relatively close together. Might have to do the loyalty building here soon. Power's still good. We do have a 20% here. We've got the other town has a lot of power options, though. We've got a good ore spot. So I feel like this isn't bad for ore, too. I do need to throw a cult somewhere, I think. That does increase loyalty. 2, we've got 3. Yeah, we've got a 20% ore here, so I think I'm going to put 1 ore and maybe 1 research there. That's kind of my thought at the time. Infernal Fabricator. Building it produces ground vehicles as well as generates aura and influence. Normally confined to the soul forges of the warp, these incomprehensible mechanoid structures are responsible for the creation of all demon vehicles. Here, mechatendral wreathed warpsmiths oversee the breaking and corruption of machine spirits of captured Imperial vehicles, as well as the forcible incorporation of lesser demons, machinery, and tortured flesh into demon engines. What I'm interested in, though, Chaos Rhino, the Hell Brutes, what else? The Land Raider. Those are the main things I'm interested in. You know, Chaos Marine units. Research. Mark of Nurgle is tempting. Preventing Overwatch shots. Mark of Nurgle, the Havocs for ranged attacks. I think we need the Meadow of Sorrow for the loyalty. Havocs are going to be really good. Long-range infantry. Forest early on, that's quite helpful. I think my last campaign, I just built a ton of Hellbrutes because I had a ton of ore, so that was kind of what I focused on. Down here, have some grenades. Can't see through the woods, that's too bad. We could look around up here, maybe. Alright, we're limited in what we can do. I could just grab the Grox pasture into the city, though. Just as something to do temporarily. Let's do it. And they run away as soon as they get hurt. Frustrating. Alright. Okay, that's something worth grabbing. Make a push down here with a couple Marines. I was hoping you could move there. A bit slow. Yeah, we'll come around. We'll try to keep everybody together. Make a push down this way on the Poxwalkers. And cultists and whatever else is around. Let's go take that. Oh, that's really bad. I have nothing really that I can do. It's going to do much damage to these things here at this point. That really sucks. I need crack grenades or something. That squad down there's probably just going to die. Not much I can do about it. We'll just have to pull back from this position until we have better weapons. Or a hero. That's certainly an option. We can get hero building going. Yeah, this is where we want to build stuff. Vehicles, we don't have a ton of ore, but we are getting a decent amount coming in. Give me a hero building. It's gonna take a long time. Hey, it didn't kill me. Surprising. Meadow of Sorrow. It can't have been a follower of Korn who named this plain a meadow. Allegory isn't a contaminant of the Blood God's troops. Or concomitant of the Blood God's troops. Whoever coined it, the metaphor is apt. The carefully planted rows, tended conscientiously, the gaps were filled as they empty. But the Slaneshi garden these fields, constantly devising unholy pleasures for the gods' honor at the expense of its victims. Okay. Increased armor penetration of bolt weapons. That's tempting. Crack grenades we can get pretty quick. Or Havocs. Crack grenades or Havocs, probably, and then we go Warpborn bolts. We could get Hellbrutes coming too, but I think that's a vehicle construction. I'm not sure if that's something we can make. I thought maybe that isn't our Marine one. Let's do crack grenades for the moment. You need to get the heck out of there. Just kill you from range. Okay. Second city. We have some ore, we've got research. What's the plan? Do we just go more research? We'll have more population in a turn. We could definitely do that. Yeah, I'm just going to go crazy with research here initially. So like all the Zinch guys are down here, researching stuff. Overwatch. Alright, you get in the city, we'll start trying to recover. I don't think we want to go anywhere near that mess for the moment. Yeah, we could definitely use a cultist to clear this wireweed out. It's going to be a problem trying to get around this. So sooner or later we'll make cultists and clear that out, I think. But we'll just kind of get ready. Like they're probably just going to retake this. Yeah, it seems like they're just leaving. That's weird. They're letting me have the Jukaro trade outpost. They're fine with that, apparently. Got some fresh Marines. Just gonna hang out. Let's just hang out. Okay, up here. Let's hold off on Marine creation for a little bit. We want to make better stuff than just the regular basic guys. They're good early on, but we need something to deal with, like, the robots down here. The Havocs are probably the way to go with that. I feel like they're luring me in. Like, this feels suspicious. I do not trust this situation. I mean, I can wreck them up pretty good. Let's go there. We're going to get shot up a bit. Could have been worse. Alright. Time for some frag grenades. More frag grenades. I was kind of hoping 2 would do it there. Unfortunately, it's not enough. That kind of sucks. Alright. Yeah, let's hold for now. To stop them from running away is the problem. They just keep doing that. Crack grenades. Crack grenades are implosive charges designed to crack vehicle armor. Okay. I think we go Havocs and then the Warpborn bolts. Then we might want to look at Marks. Something like that. 2 turns for Havocs is not bad. didn't attack me, which is really weird. Okay, that was kind of weird. Little stutter shot. Alright, time to grab a tile. What do we want? We've got some of these tiles we can kind of put whatever we want on. Maybe one of those. I don't think we're going to build any more research. I think that's probably it. Yeah, we'll just wait till the Havocs are done. We'll build a Havoc. Man, they're just running away. Okay, I think I can get a shot across here. Not a kill, though. If you get the kill, like, there's a chance we heal up. So that's kind of what I'm hoping. Oh, you're not even going to get the kill. Ugh. That's one dude left. Come on, man. Get shots back there. Fine. Fine. Attempted to crack grenade, but losing too many guys here. We need more infantry armor. Okay, we didn't get our health all recovered. So we're going to lose at least one squad here. Not a huge problem. Again, we just wait for the Havocs. Be able to build heroes soon. We have Jakara trade outpost. Got two, actually. Oh, enslavers also. Awesome. We just bitch slapped that Chaos Space Marine to the ground. Havocs, long-range infantry unit that is more accurate while stationary. Some Chaos Space Marine squads carry a high proportion of heavy weapons that better to annihilate their hated foe. Known as Havocs, these squads provide devastating anti-infantry and anti-armor firepower, dominating large swaths of the battlefield with volley after volley. They've got autocannons, range of 3, very nice. I don't think those count as bolt weapons, but I think we're still going to take the Warpborn bolts. Lord's Quarters done, so we can do heroes. We need to get out of here with multiple squads and hope they don't chase us. I mean, we could crack grenade you. I don't know if it's going to do much damage, though. Just out of curiosity, I wanted to see. It's only 2.3? What? That is awful. That is absolutely terrible. Okay. So, over here. 2 turns I'll have the population I need. Let's go ahead and get the Cult of Chaos up, I think. It'll help my loyalty as well. Over here, we're at -5. I think we want a loyalty building, probably. Throw it there. I can get a Chaos Lord. It's a little pricey. Let's get a Havoc for sure. I still have enough, so yeah, Chaos Lord as well. I hope he isn't going to just kill another squad here. Okay. Barely survived. Bunch of oh crap. You guys are now back to full. Let's just get you guys away to recover. Bravely running away. The heck? What? Now they're suddenly pushing up like crazy. I don't appreciate that. Get back in the city, start recovering. Well, we've lost a bunch of Marines fighting, but that's the problem. The Castellan robots early on are really, really strong, so they're kind of hard to deal with. And even our grenades, the crack grenades, are just not doing much. Maybe when we get the better bolts up, it'll help? I don't know. We'll see if they chase into us. I don't know. They just wandered off. Alright, Warpborn bolts. Increased armor penetration of bolt weapons, bridging the Prometheum-powered Inferno bolts of the Imperium and the psychically powered Inferno bolts of the Thousand Suns Traitor Legion. Warpborn bolts skip through the warp to unleash superheated chemical fire upon their targets. Now, Hellbrute, or we can go for some marks, potentially. It's kind of what I'm thinking. Like, the Mark of Nurgle's really good. I'm going to take that. That's pretty quick to get out. Just have you, and that's it. Endless war, endless joy. You guys are complete psychopaths. Yeah, they haven't really come out. That's fine. I mean, we're getting free influence from this, so I'm kind of happy with that. I don't have a problem. I need to build up a decent force to kind of go out here with those two robots, because if we make a push, they're just going to come back, and we need to have what we need to deal with that. At least a couple Havocs, a few Marines, maybe a hero, something like that, before we really make a push. So I'm going to just kind of hide out in the woods, and we'll keep an eye on things. Mark of Nurgle. So increases hit points of allied Chaos Infantry unit. Nurgle's Blessing manifests not only as a suite of virulent plagues and diseases, but also as the inhuman constitution needed to survive them. So, after that... Warpsmiths are good. Let's do Hellbrutes. I can't remember if we need to build them in vehicle bays or if we can do other things. How much does it cost me? Literally nothing. I can do it for free. Okay. Nope, it costs 6. It just doesn't want to tell me till I choose which one. Alright, yeah, you guys have a Mark of Nurgle. You can only do it once per turn, though, it looks like. Nope, no targets for you. Sorry. Let's mark you guys. Okay. Alright. Both of you are ready. Both of you have the Mark of Nurgle. 20% more hit points, so we've got a bit more. That's definitely helpful. I'm just going to stay here for the moment. Alright, in our capital, a couple things coming into turn. What do we want to build, though? That's all full. We're over our population limit. I need to get the population building set up. Question is, where do I want to put it? I think we maybe grab another tile for it. Yeah, we've got so many power options here. We'll take this. We'll plan on just power here and then other structural stuff we need there. Okay, we can get a cultist. I think we want that. We can clear this wire weed out. I think that's a priority. Vehicles, maybe. We produce ore and influence. Do I have an ore tile down here somewhere? I do. Let's grab that. I might put vehicle production there, I'm not sure. I am unsure of what to do. Hellbrute, walker unit that goes crazed when damaged. Hellbrutes are twisted mockeries of the Space Marine dreadnought they used to be, combining the firepower of a small tank with the mind of a frenzied maniac. Each Hellbrute holds a living creature within its plated metal chest, a Chaos Space Marine driven over the edge of madness by never-ending cycles of war. Power Scourge, up close, pretty good. Autocannon is decent. Alright, what next? Melt-a-bombs. Not bad. Extra infantry armor. Yeah, let's do that. That seems like something we want. Hey, we got our Havocs. I'm immediately going to mark Nurgle you. So my Chaos Lord, what do we have? Free action. Enemies take damage when they cause melee damage. That's what killed me when I was playing the Dark Eldar. It's okay. Increased chance that this unit and adjacent allied champions of Chaos receive boons. That's pretty good. 10% invulnerable damage reduction passive. That's what we want first. Then I'll go with the Worthy Offering. I don't have a ton, but we'll send you up to go grab some gear. At least increase your armor and health. Something like that. Do I want to give you this? I might as well. Less psychic damage. Havocs. We're going to sit tight for the moment. Okay, so Hellbrutes we can't make here at the Gene Lab. It must be the vehicle construction. Okay. Give me another Havoc, I guess. We're going to run out of food, actually, the way this is going. We've got a lot stockpiled, but we might want to get some more food up and running sooner or later. The Havocs are a bit food intensive. See, they're coming back to check. I don't have the armor yet. Did I get the cultists? Not yet. The cultists to clear this stupid wire weed out. I don't know how close you guys are going to come, but we're going to engage from a little bit of range here. Our bolters should be doing more damage now. Doesn't seem like it. We can shoot from long range here, so that's what we'll do. Let's take a look at my Havocs here. Very cool. Can I put this on you? Yes. It cost me 18 though, but I'll do it. Have some extra health. Oh, we can make it all the way. Alright, get up there. Alright, two things I always buy if I can afford it, and I can't. So I'll at least just get the Zodhai Jerkin. It's extra health, healing, double speed, basically. next is +2 armor. It's kind of the ideal. Okay. We need the population building here ASAP. So, yeah, just throw it down there. You... Loyalty building, possibly. Yeah, we're going kind of slow on things, so the loyalty building would be fine, I think. I'm going to throw that there. So -4. The city is at 0. So yeah, but as population increases, it's going to get worse. They just stood there watching us shoot them. And now we should be, like, way more effective shooting them. Okay, I think we're just going to stay there. You just keep an eye out on things. I don't have enough. I need 80, right. Yeah, I think we just wait. Nah, we're only getting 4. I'd really like the armor, too. But it's not going to happen super soon, so we'll have to do some fighting and some other stuff for a bit, and then try to get the armor increase. I mean, they did move away. I kind of want to wait till we have the cultists start clearing stuff, and then I'll make a move. So you guys are just going to sit here for the moment. Didn't mean to skip you. Come on down. I have armor here this turn. Most infantry in the 41st Millennium are equipped with flak armor or its equivalent. If a commander wants their troops to have more than a slight chance of survival, they'll equip them with something closer to the Astra Militarum Armaplaz Delight Carapace armor. And we got the first quest thing done. We get some free Chaos Spawn. Given your labors, a Chaos Spawn was hardly the blessing you'd hoped for. The Writhing Beast was once your master of executions. Now it is chained in your compound, a twisted wreck that barely survives the mutations tearing it apart and reforming from moment to moment. Your companion's mind is gone. From its many mouths, however, he gibbers prophecy. The 1000th sword, the circuit completed, the gods in accord, infinity infested. Your cultists interpret its words to warn of an imperial attack, but in its wake, revelation. Survive invasion, kill all invaders. Yeah, we're already having stupid invasion stuff. I don't... Okay, there are some Imperial troops up there. Fine. Maybe we have to go kill them. Research. Demon Prince, possibly. It's a hero. Psychic powers. Melt-a-bomb. We are going to need Call of the Dark Gods for acquisition radius. Let's do that really quick. Permanent increased attacks when killing enemies, also nice. We get all kinds of boons stacked to get going. Oh, you can get crazy far up there. Let's not rush out ahead of everybody else, though. You are expendable. But I don't want you to just get eaten immediately by some Imperials. Still no cultist. That's too bad. Alright, I'm going to send the Havocs up even though they're super slow. My Marines can hold. Oh, I do have cultists. They did appear. Cultist sacrifice. Increase growth rate of target allied Space Marine city by sacrificing the unit. No. Can I clear an adjacent tile? Yes. Just clear all this crap out. Over here, no, we don't need more cultists. That's fine. Did you guys come from? Oh, so much for them. Let's move so I can get everybody up into the fight here. Well, their morale kind of went down a little bit. Frag, is that better? Yes, it is. Not a kill, though. Too bad. Can I mark myrtle you guys? I can. Yeah, sure. Why not? Alright, time to die, buddy. My blood is plasma, it said there. They got something, I think. Crystalline Boon, 25% HP. Very nice. Alright, let's continue coming out, just clearing tiles. I think I'm just going to hold position here for the moment. Alright, down here, yeah, no cultists, it's fine. Got more guardsmen up there. Now we can get really far. Okay, sure, charge them. Now eat them. Well, I was hoping for more, but what are you gonna do? Alright, why are we here done? Let's just kind of hang out. I'm expecting to get attacked. They spawned in even down here. These Imperials. Yeah, skip. We're not making any cultists. The heck did you come from? Yeah, we don't have the firepower to take on a Castellan, so we're just gonna pull back and hold. You sit tight. Alright, up here though. Don't think I can get a shot. Oh, I can see them from here. That's surprising. Can't quite finish them off, but it's close. Yep, same thing. It's going to keep saying, do you want to make cultists? I can put it to sleep, I know. I probably should. I don't mind being reminded, though. People of the Imperium will listen to any lies, believe any tale which tells them they are not doomed. That way sadly lies perdition, and the gates of chaos stand wide open to the lost and the damned, at least on the way in. Hey, they spawned in. Where are we? Alright. Melt-a-bombs. Could Joined weaponry. Increase armor penetration of melee weapons. Interesting. I like the warp frenzy idea. I like the melt-a-bombs. It's this one. Reduce morale loss. Increase melee accuracy of infantry units against space marines. Yeah, let's go warp frenzy. I just want to see if we can stack as many boons as possible on everybody. You feel free to eat him. I think I'll probably just do my actions here and then call it for this first one. We've gone a bit long, but it's fine. Right? Oh, we can shoot them without moving. Excellent. Can't get to them, but I will head into that general vicinity. Yeah, definitely want that extra armor, but I do need the 80 influence. We need some more influence production. Hey, more Havocs. So my new Havocs, I know I'm burning influence, but it's worth it, I swear. Wait till they're down here with everybody else before we try to make any kind of push. Alright. So, we're looking good overall. We are negative food and energy. So we might want to just throw some energy out. God, I have a ton of ore, because we're not really using it. Yeah, let's do some energy down here. Oh, no, we can't. We're out of population. We need population down here. What's my other city doing? Nothing. So we could get energy up here. It's just not as effective. Well, we've got a 20%. I think it's just the one. No, we've got plenty, 20%. So that's right. We have a ton of energy options up here. Yeah, give me energy up here. I am over my pop limit, but we've got room to grow here. I don't in the other one. Havoc or Marines? Havoc or Marines? We need food as well. It's kind of becoming a bit of an issue. Once we get... Wait, did I already get the increased radius? We can grab some extra tiles for food and stuff. -1 right now is not a big deal to worry about. I think I'll hold off on infantry for now. Down here... don't have food as an option. Yes, we do have the extra radius now. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. I could get vehicle production down here, because we do have ore around. I think it's not a terrible idea. We get ore and influence. We get a little bit of an ore bonus. Is there a tile with a bunch of ore down here somewhere? 10s. Just 10%. Okay, so it doesn't really matter too much. Yeah, let's get the Infernal Fabricator. Let's throw it down here. We've got a little bit of a bonus. Then I have to get population. I should do population now, probably, honestly. Yeah, never mind. Let's do the population. Okay, so we'll go ahead and call it there. Just trying to get my economy going. We're at a -1 on food, which isn't a big deal. The -3 power is a bit more of an issue, but we'll have that taken care of once we get the power up here. We're holding off on building infantry for the moment. If we can get some better stuff, like once the vehicle stuff's going, we could get a couple vehicle production things down here. So cultists and vehicles. This is more Marines, something like that. But we could always get more And we could found more cities depending on what happens and where we go. We've got some power out there. If I can just take out these stupid Castellans, we can make some advancement. What do I get for this anyway when it's done? Some influence. Okay, that's helpful. I can get some armor for that too. All right, that's going to do it for today. This is the beginning of our campaign playing as the Chaos Space Marines. I do really enjoy them because they've got so many options and ways to buff your units and stuff. So yeah, a nice start for us. Hopefully things will progress well. This has been more of Warhammer 40,000 Gladius, Relics of War. I've been Disturbing Puppet. Thanks for coming by. Hopefully I'll see you next time. Until then, have a good one.